Hey familia, Miranda here, and in today's video I have several Facebook pickups to share with you guys. It's been about a couple of months. I've just been kind of accumulating some things, so I figured it was time to finally, do a video on them. You guys know I love getting things from Facebook. That's why I am not much of a day one person, because I can usually easily get things for super cheap over on Facebook from some sellers that I've been buying from for like a couple of years and stuff. So I do have several of the big releases, the new ones. I do have some 4K, some Blu-ray, just kind of some random ones, and then I do also have one DVD. So let's go on ahead and get into this haul. So I guess we'll go ahead and start off with the 4K. So first up is Creed 3. Now I didn't see this one in theaters, but I actually saw this at my brother-in-law's house. So he has this one subscription service. I forget exactly what it's called, but they literally have all the new release movies on there like a few days after they, show in theaters. And so I ended up watching it there, and I really love this one, you guys. Again, Michael B. Jordan, great performance. He did very well directing this, I think. And I enjoyed this just as much as the first two films. I mean, of course, Stallone was missed, obviously, but nonetheless, it was still a great movie. I felt, like the hype, getting up to that one, big fight and everything. And yeah, I really like this one just as much as the other two. So yeah, it's a very good addition to the franchise. So the next one I have here is Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I love the slipcover on this. It's embossed and everything. I was originally going to go see this with my son in theaters, but the movie had been out for a minute, so there really wasn't a whole lot of times, and none of them really worked for us, so we ended up going to go see Scream 6. But he has been bugging me to, see this, because it's just kind of been sitting there. Like I said, I've been accumulating these movies for a little bit. So definitely going to get to this one soon with him. I told him, like, I want to do a little Ant-Man marathon, just kind of refresh my memory on the other two films, but definitely looking forward to checking this one out with my son. All right, next up we have 65. I mean, it looks cool, you guys. I've kind of heard some mixed reviews on it, so we'll see, but I do enjoy Adam Driver, so I'm curious to see his performance in this, and check out the storyline here. All right, so next is the Super Mario Bros. So I did see this one in theater with the family, and I'll be honest, you guys. Now, I like the movie for what it is, but I can't say that I totally loved it. It was just kind of missing that wow factor for me in order for me to truly love this film. But the nostalgia factor is definitely there. I mean, there's definitely a lot of elements to this film that I did really enjoy. The whole storyline of it I thought was kind of cute. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's nostalgic for sure. I mean, I grew up playing on my Super Nintendo, Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, all that. So, I mean, yeah, it's very nostalgic, but there was just something missing there for me to truly, absolutely love this film. But it's definitely a fun one. I think everyone should see it. Even if you didn't grow up with Mario Bros, I mean, it's still something fun for the kiddos and whatnot. So, yeah, it's fun for sure. All right, the last 4K that I have here is Shazam! Fury of the Gods. I already dived into this one with the family, and we really enjoyed it. It's a solid sequel for sure, but it doesn't quite compare to the first film. It's definitely funny for sure. Darla, as always, is a total hoot in this. I don't know what they were trying to do, trying to like promote Skittles or something. Thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, overall, this is a fun film. Like I said, a solid sequel. Definitely has some sentimental moments here and there. And I thought Lucy Liu as the kind of like main villain, I actually thought she was pretty good, you guys. I mean, there was a little something kind of missing from the story for me to, really love this film. But like I said, it's decent enough, and we all really enjoyed it. It definitely has some fun elements to it. All right, so moving on to the Blu-rays, I do have quite the stack here. I did get some upgrades and then just some kind of random things. There are some other new releases that you'll be seeing that I got on Blu-ray. So let me get started with the Blu-rays. All right, so I did go ahead and upgrade Speed Racer. I absolutely love this film, you guys. I think it's just super fun, and honestly, I wish that this would get a 4K. I mean, it looks great on Blu-ray, you guys, but what I really love about this film is the like color combinations. Like the colors in this just really pop, and it's just a fun storyline, and I just find this film to be very highly underrated. But hopefully maybe this one will get a 4K one day, because I would absolutely love that. But yeah, Speed Racer, you guys, it's just a fun time. All right, next is November Criminals. This is also an upgrade. I actually got the DVD from Dollar Tree and ended up thoroughly enjoying this film. I loved the chemistry between Ansel Elgort and Chloe Grace Moretz. And yeah, I just thought that this was a really great film. So I would definitely, check this one out if you haven't. Same with this one. This was also an upgrade. It is 4321. And this was another one too. I had gotten the DVD at Dollar Tree and I was very surprised that I actually really enjoyed this one. It is one of those kind of like point of view films. So, it starts off like one person's story. It rewinds and tells it from a different perspective. And it goes like that back and forth. Emma Roberts is in here. So that was kind of, one of the main reasons why at first I had wanted to even see this film. But I do recommend this one. I really enjoyed it. All right, so next is Zack and Miri Make a Porno. I know. So I did have the DVD of this. I actually have not seen this film, but I was wanting the Blu-ray, and I know, I'm not sure if it was like Walmart or who put it out without the word there. But I specifically wanted the original title to be shown, so I went ahead and scooped this one up. I haven't really heard much on this film, so I don't know if it's really any good or not, but I will definitely check it out at some point. Next up is The Haunting in Connecticut 2. I have seen the first one. I saw it one in theaters back in the day with like my brother and my cousins and stuff like that, and we had a great time with that one. That definitely had some like good jump scares in it, but I haven't seen the second one. I kind of had forgotten they even made a second one, so I will have to check this out at some point. All right, next up is 30 Minutes or Less. Great cast. Haven't seen this one, but yeah, for the cast, it sold me, so I'll be checking that out at some point. This one was one that I've been wanting to add to the collection for a while. You have Jackie Chan, Jet Li in The Forbidden Kingdom. It's been a hot minute since I've seen this one, but I'm very happy to add it into the collection. All right, next up is this film called Emily. And this one was actually showing up in the horror pack like a couple months back. And I immediately sparked my interest, and I was surprised to see that somebody was actually getting rid of it. And so I like immediately had to jump on that. I was super excited that this person had it up for sale, and it was only cost me like a couple bucks. So yeah, we have Emily here. I mean, creepy babysitter. I'm so down for that. So that immediately sold me. Can't wait to check it out. Then I did go ahead and just add this one to the Dwayne Johnson collection faster. Haven't seen it, but we'll see if it's any good. I've heard good things on Hatchie, so looking forward to this. I do enjoy like a good, dog flick and whatnot. So yeah, we've got Hatchie there. This one here is an upgrade, and that is Tyler Perry's Daddy Little Girl. As you guys know, I'm trying to upgrade all of my Tyler Perry collection. I think I still have a couple to go, like Single Moms Club, and I forget which other one, but Daddy's Little Girls, you guys, I absolutely love this film. It is very heartfelt. It's also kind of heartbreaking at the same time. It's just a really beautiful film, and it definitely gets to me every time. I always need my tissues for this one. If you haven't seen this one, definitely, check it out. All right, moving along, we have Masterminds, and then the cast on this one too is super great. It even says inspired by a ridiculous true story. So yeah, I'm down for that. So we got Masterminds. This one I'm excited to check out. I know this one has so many mixed reviews, but I am a huge fan of M. Night Shyamalan. Don't think there's really been a film of his that I did not like. And so we have Knock at the Cabin. I was hoping to get this one on 4K, but unfortunately none of the sellers that I go through got one in. So I just, went with the Blu-ray on that one. Next up, this one I kind of got as a space saver, and that is the Spider-Man trilogy. The only thing I will say, I should have probably looked into this before actually getting it. Because I'm not really a super huge fan of the packaging here, because it opens up like this, and they're the discs that like kind of slide out. So I mean, that's a little concerning, I guess you could say, but it's a space saver nonetheless, and it's not like I really watch these too much. I mean, I love the Spider-Man flicks. My son does too, so he's kind of the one that watches them more than I do. But yeah, we got Spider-Man trilogy. All right, next up, this film I actually just recently watched, I want to say earlier this year, and it's this film called Dope. And you guys, for real, this movie is dope, man. I thoroughly enjoyed this one. I highly recommend you check this out if you have not. It is such a fun flick, and it's super funny too. But basically, these three friends, they kind of come across this bag of dope, and so they start selling it in like through their like school science lab and stuff. And so they make this like kind of like what do you call it, like black market kind of website or whatever, so that people don't know that they're selling it and stuff, to do their transactions and whatnot basically. But yeah, this was just loads of fun, you guys. I had a fun time with this, and even the soundtrack is freaking awesome, you guys. So I highly recommend you check this one out. It is so good. Yeah, so I had to upgrade that one. Next up, I did snag Little Women. This is the remake, the 2019 remake, I believe. I have not seen this one, but the cast is good, so I will be checking that out at some point. This is one that came recommended, and it was also another one that I didn't have in the collection for like Dwayne Johnson. We have Pain and Gain. All right, next up is The Man with the Iron Fist. I've never seen this one, but the cast kind of sold me, and it looks like a fun time. So yeah, I will be checking that out soon. Next up, this one actually came recommended. It stars Liam Neeson, and that is Nonstop. And then this one just looked kind of interesting. It's this film called Risen. Like, I'd never even heard of this, but it's basically the story of the resurrection as told through the eyes of a non-believer, and it's just basically the mystery of what happened to Jesus. So caught my interest. I don't know if it's going to be any good, but we'll see. So we're down to the last bunch here. So I did snag Bros. Immediately when I saw the trailer for this, I was very intrigued. It definitely looks like a fun time. It did kind of get some mixed reviews, but yeah, it seems like my kind of flick, so I will be checking that out. So next up is this film called Call Jane. Now, I'd never heard of this one, and I don't really think that this got any spotlight, and I'm sure I understand why, considering that this film does have to do with like an underground network providing abortions. So, you know, like I said, I'd never really looked into this film. I'd seen some sellers getting it in. I kind of passed on it. But this one seller had like a deal going on, so I just want to throw on an extra film. And so I ended up, you know, getting this one as part of the deal because I, you know, at the time I then looked into it, and it immediately just kind of sparked my interest. Abortion, never an easy topic, you know, to talk about or anything like that. So I'm very curious to kind of see how this one plays out, see what it's all about. So we got Call Jane. All right, next we have Avatar: The Way of the Water. Now, I was hoping to get this one on 4K. Fortunately, none of my sellers got in the 4K. Everybody was getting the Blu-ray, which I guess is okay, so I settled for it. And personally, I actually like the artwork better on this slip than the 4K artwork. I just think this is much nicer. But I am definitely looking forward to checking this one out. I loved the first Avatar film. My whole family did. So we're big Avatar fans here. I know this one kind of got a lot of mixed reviews. It's either you love it or you don't. And I know, I guess it's like crazy long. So, but yeah, I know I'm looking forward to watching this one, and I'm sure that my family is as well. Then the last Blu-ray that I have here, this is one that I was kind of iffy. I originally didn't have any interest in this, but then when people were, you know, giving their reviews on it and actually saying that it was pretty funny and, you know, fun and whatnot, that they really liked it, I was like, okay, I'll give it a chance, and that is Renfield. All right, and then the last item that I have here is a DVD. It's a 4-movie collection of Disney classics. So you have Darby O'Gill and the Little People, The Gnome Mobile, The One and Only Genuine Original Family Band, and The Happiest Millionaire. I just thought it was kind of a cool little set and whatnot. I mean, Disney classics, always nice to add those into the collection. So that is everything for my Facebook pickups. If you guys have seen any of these films, let me know your thoughts on them. Hopefully you enjoyed today's pickups. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.